Have you ever read a sentence that left you feeling conflicted or intrigued? A sentence that seemed to contain two opposing ideas yet somehow manages to make perfect sense. That is the power of antithesis, a literary device that has been used to great effect in English literature for centuries. In this video, we will dive into the word of antithesis and explore its many uses and benefits. Antithesis is a literary device that involves the use of contrasting ideas in the same sentence or clause. It is a powerful tool that writers use to create dramatic tensions, emphasizing a point, or even just add a bit of flair of their writing. Antithesis is often used in poetry, speeches, and other forms of writing that aim to make an impact on the readers and listener. The use of antithesis in English literature can be tracked back to the work of William Shakespeare and other Elizabethan playwrights. However, it has continued to be a popular literary device in modern time, with writers like Oscar Wilde, George Orwell, and J.K. Rowling using it to great effect in their work. Antithesis can be used in a variety of ways in literature, but its primary function is to create contrast and emphasize a point. This can be achieved in a number of ways, including contrasting ideas, words, or even entire sentences. One of the most famous examples of antithesis in literature can be found in Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. In the opening line of the novel, Dickens writes, "It was the best of time, it was the worst of time. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was the season of light, it was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope, it was the winter of despair." These lines perfectly illustrate the power of antithesis. By contrasting the ideas of good and bad, wisdom and foolishness, belief and incredulity, and light and darkness, Dickens creates a sense of tension and conflict that draws the reader in and makes them eager to read more. Antithesis can also be used in emphasize a point or make a sentence more memorable. For example, in Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous "I Have a Dream" speech, he uses antithesis to great effect when he says, "We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools." This sentence is memorable not just because of its content, but because of the way in which it is praised. The use of antithesis creates a stark contrast between the ideas of living together and perishing, making it a powerful and impactful statement. Shakespeare employs antithesis by contrasting the lasting effect of the evil that men do with the fleeting effects on the good oft entered with their bones. By placing these two opposite ideas side by side, he highlights the idea that negative actions have a longer lasting impact than positive ones. The praise that evil that men do suggests that the humans are capable of committing great harm, and the praise the good is oft entered with their bones suggested that the good that people do is often forgotten or ignored after their death. This antithesis serves to emphasize the importance of being mindful of one's action and the lasting impact they can have. Floating like a butterfly, sting like a bee. In this example, Muhammad Ali uses the antithesis to describe his fighting style and approach the boxing. The phrase "floating like a butterfly" emphasizes Ali's grace and agility in their ring as he moves with the lightness of butterfly. This is then contrasted with the phrase "sting like a bee," which highlights the sharpness and power of Ali's punch like the sting of a bee. The use of antithesis here creates a memorable and impactful image in the mind of the audience, showcasing Ali's unique combination of grace and power. Antithesis is a powerful device that allows writers to convey complex ideas and emotions through contrasting words or ideas. From famous speeches to iconic literature, antithesis has been used throughout history to create memorable and impactful work of art. So keep an eye for antithesis in your reading and writing, and don't forget to experiment with this technique to add depth and dimension of your own writing. I hope you now have better understanding of what antithesis is and how it can be used to create powerful contrast in literature. From the example we have explored today, it is clear that antithesis can be a highly effective tool for emphasizing and contrast highlighting important ideas. And if you enjoy this video, be sure to check out our other video on literary devices like Anaphora and Epiphora. You will learn more about the way in which writers use language to create meaning and impact. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more video on English literature, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.